It's a good question. I had a wire, a barbed wire.
Razor wire.
And a razor wire.
Sorry.
And it got wrapped around his head, and so I was pulling it like that. This is such an odd conversation to be having. And so Sam got really mad at Gordon because Gordon had been killing everybody and trying to kill Sam for so long. And so he was just pulling really hard, and if you can imagine a string going in a loop, and if you pull on both sides, the string wants to straighten. And so when it straightened, it had to pull through his neck. I feel like I just did something bad.
You had a little bit of string. You didn't have that much string.
It wasn't a whole lot. It was just enough to get around. And then I was holding on to it. My hands were bleeding, or Sam's hands were bleeding. But I had some leather around it so I could get a tight grip. But just enough to get around his head and through his neck. Thank you. Thanks, man.
You're so sweet.
I feel so bad. Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to know, what's the disemboweled tattoo called? Somebody knows what it's called?
That's a good question. I saw a few today. I saw a real one too. Is the real
Yeah,
one?
how do you feel about fans getting the tattoo?
I think it's pretty cool. I think it's really cool. I mean, obviously, like I was saying earlier, anything, people thinking about the colors of my yellow. The yellow hues of whatever it is. I think it's great. I think it's really flattering and really cool. I'll try and figure out what the exact name is. I don't think there's a specific name. I know it keeps the demons away.
And have you seen any cool new fan videos of SBN on YouTube?
I haven't yet. I've been so busy with the movie I'm doing right now that I haven't played around the internet as much as I'd like to. It's probably a good thing because I just sit there and see way too much of my face. But I'll get around to it as soon as we wrap.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. Hey man.
What's up?
Same old.
Yeah, during Supernatural, you got to work with a lot of co-stars and guest stars and everything. Besides the ones that you got to see, every day on the sets, such as Jensen and all that, who was your favorite to work with?
That's a good question. I mean, obviously, the easy answer is a lot of the people you've probably seen this weekend: Jim Beaver and Fred Lane, and obviously Chad and Gabe. It's fun to have. It's such a weird, odd situation, especially for us in Vancouver, because it's one thing if we shot the show in LA, because then if people would come up and shoot and then go like, hey, you want to get something to drink this weekend or eat this weekend? And you're like, sure. But usually it's like they come and shoot and then they're back in LA. So even if you want to hang out, like I'll get text messages from Gabe every now and again, like, hey man, we're going to Chili's. And I'm like, in Los Angeles? Because I'm in a foreign country, so that's frustrating, but if you can see them again, we've really not had any bad apples on the show. Like the co-stars have been really gracious and nice to work with, and no divas, and maybe that means I'm the diva. Usually, like if you're like, everybody's cool, nobody's the problem, it usually means you're the problem. I'm afraid that's what the situation is. But most people that have recurred, come back over and over again, we get along with real well.
Cool.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
All right. Nope, cool. Thanks.
Of course. Hi.
Hello. Hey, I have noticed you saying a couple times now that you don't think you're good at comedy, and so my question for you
I don't.
is, well, my question for you is, are you watching the same show we're watching?
Thank you. Thank you. You're very, very sweet. I think that's really good directing and really good editing. I've never thought. I really don't think it's so weird to say it. It sounds like I'm fishing, like people to go, "You're funny," but I appreciate it very much. It's obviously very flattering. But I've never thought I was funny. I'm always like, I don't know, funny. I just kind of think I'm
The
goofy.
biggest time I've ever laughed was in, I think, Bad Day at Black Rock, the Rabbit Foot episode. When you do the pratfall over the cord.
Yeah.
So
Good, thank you.
hysterical, so you're wonderful.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much. The only reason I trust myself that much because I know I have there are fans like y'all guys at the show and people that support so so much, so I'm like, it's all right, at least one person or two people will like it, so I'll watch it. Hey, okay, great. Hi,
Well, first I just want to say congratulations.
thank you. Oh, thank you.
Sandra's a lucky one.
What's that? Oh, that's, I probably should have made a bigger announcement. I thought you were talking about the season 4. She and I are no longer together. It's okay. It was not a, you know, a rash decision or a fight or anything. Please, not at all. Do not feel bad in any way, shape, or form. But she's well and I'm well, and it was an adult decision, and it's amicable, and you know. But she's a great girl, so you know she'll get she'll be fine. But thank you for the gesture.
My real question was, I don't know really could answer this, but you know, you're from Texas, Jensen's from Texas, and Jim lived in Texas, I guess, for quite a long time, and you know, I'm from Texas, and I'm sure lots of people are from Texas. So, how can we get you guys to film the show in Texas?
Right them up. I think we've been there so long that it'd be a tough battle. But we talked for a long time about moving the show to Austin, and ultimately, it's a decision that's made by people who are so above and beyond me that I don't know who to write to, but they just are waiting for tax rebates or for the dollar to get stronger or something. But the more I think, the more maybe even events like this and people show up to events like this, the more they know they have support from Texans down here in Texas. I think the more likely it is that stuff will start moving down here. I mean, I'm shooting a movie in Austin right now, so it's starting. Stuff is starting to go. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're very sweet.
And can you deliver me to Jensen in her picture?
Can I what?
Deliver me to.
Postage stamp or just thank you. Hi.
My question, or actually, I just want to say my favorite episode was Mystery Spot.
Thank you.
And my favorite scene from that was when y'all were going back and forth through
Yeah,
the
yes.
I just wanted to know how, did y'all get that pretty quick, or did you have to go,
I got it pretty quick. I love this story because I get to sell Jensen out. Because he's always so professional, you know, he always knows his stuff. But there was a line, I forget what it is. Yeah, I think
every
the
morning
line
when
was
he
like
wakes up.
every morning when he wakes up, and I think he kept saying every morning before he wakes up or something. And so we get through it. We get through the first part about like sandwiches, blah blah blah, and you're kind of excited. And you're like sandwiches, da 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 da. You're like ooh, and then the final one, and then like the last word of the final one would be different. I'd be like apples. But it was a lot of fun, and either way, it was tough because I mean. You know, grips are laughing to themselves and stuff. Our camera guys kind of like holding the camera and not looking because they don't want to laugh. And so we knew that was going to be fun. We knew that was going to be a lot of fun to watch.
It was so fun to watch. It was like,
Thank you.
Watch it over and over.
Thank you.
Love it.
Hi. How are you? Good.
Okay. Did you play sports?